Hi Jack, it's Brad here. Just from the other day, just went through some footage, and just one thing in particular that I found that I thought we could improve on is your attack on your backhand, especially your initial vertical Rio. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about here, so I'll just go through them. So the first thing is, when we're looking at a backhand re-entry, I need you to come from a deep bottom turn. And if we compare the first frame here with our model, you can see they're coming from behind the whitewater. You're out in the face a little bit, which is going to prevent you from doing the best you possibly can. The next thing is to aim high and tight, and by that I mean aim high above the lip line and tight to the whitewater, because that's the critical section of the wave, and that's what the judges are going to be looking for. The next thing is you try and get your board at 12 o'clock. And the last thing is as much board as possible above the lip line. And I'm sure you know these things, it's just a matter of practicing and getting into it. In saying that, the turn you did was a really good turn, and you gave off quite a bit of a rooster tail, and nice bit of fan up above the lip, so that was really encouraging, and I think your surfing's coming a long way. It's come a long way since last time I worked with you. So I'll just go through a little bit more. So the backhand re-entry, and I'm just going to slowly go through. The first thing we're looking at is making sure that you come from a deep bottom turn. So I'll just bring back a few frames. The fact that you're out here, I'll just grab myself a bit of a, probably if I look at how far you've travelled before you've done your bottom turn here, whereas this guy's just under the lip, he's actually under the lip. And so it's going to make a huge difference. So the deeper you are, the better your actual turn will be, and that's a really important thing to consider. The next thing that I want to do is just get rid of that. Bear with me. Yeah, so the next thing I want to actually do is to move it along a few frames and have a look at the angle at which you're attacking the lip. Now, I'll just move it on a little bit further. If I have a look here, it's not great, it's not really in sequence, but the fact that we're talking about getting high and tight, and when I'm talking about the line that our model's chosen, they've chosen to go straight up here, you've cut your line fairly quickly back to an angle out here somewhere. And you can see that your board is above the lip line, which is encouraging, but as we progress through, I'll just get rid of that, you'll see that our model has his board well and truly above the lip line compared to what you got. The main thing is too that he is looking at it at 12 o'clock. So by that I mean the initial point of contact there, the board's nearly straight up in the air, and if that's the case, if his board's up here somewhere, your board only got to an angle of out here somewhere. That's the judges are looking at that. They're going to be critical of that, and they're going to be rewarding the model a lot higher points than yourself. The next thing, if we look at, is the fact that the amount of board that's above the lip line. It's the other thing we're looking at. So if I look at the whitewater here, that's where how much board's above the lip line. If I get rid of that and just take you back to a few frames, hopefully we can take you back to around about here, and that's probably, let's get it back, that's probably where you get your maximum amount of board above the lip line. If I look at that, it's basically through here. Let's get rid of that a minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. So basically, yeah, you haven't got as much board above the lip line as well, and that's probably because your front foot, if I can maybe focus on that at this stage, is back here, and really what you want that front foot to be is well and truly above the lip line. So the front foot being above the lip line is going to help your board get above the lip line. It's going to help you to do a more vertical re-entry, which is really what we're after, and basically is going to help in general for you to score higher in your waves. So I'll just continue through, have a look what happens. Nice big hack there. And one thing I talk about here is I really like the fact that when you completed your turn, if I can drag back to where I was talking about, when you completed your turn, you not only went through here, but at that stage there, I am really impressed, and this is something I've been encouraging all my surfers to do, is to make sure that when they're completing their turn, they're actually coming back and looking back this way. If we look at every pro surfer these days, every time they do a vertical re-entry, they basically slide the tail around. It allows them to come up with a huge amount of spray which you've thrown, and it also, by getting your board back and sliding that tail out that little bit, that's just showing a little bit more aggression and a little bit more purpose in your surfing. So I congratulate you on that. That is an excellent part of your surfing. Well done. If we can think about that all the time, rather than coming just straight down, where am I? Straight down here, we think about coming back that way. That's a huge difference, and the judges pick up on that, or decent judges will pick up on that. That's another point, but anyway. You will find that you will end up scoring better, getting better results and scoring higher on your waves, provided you're in that sort of level of competition. So I'll just finish it off, let you have a quick look at how the wave finished up, and hopefully you can appreciate what I was talking about, is the fact that all I'm trying to do is encourage you to do better in your surfing, and hope that has helped, and hopefully I'll catch you next week.